Hey folks, Quilly18 here, and welcome to another episode of Let's Play Victoria 3 as Japan. I'm surprised because our economy has been, in my opinion, sort of flatline-ish, but we're still number 8 in the world, which is pretty good. We are trying to get some universities going. I'm really looking forward to boosting up the literacy. We're going to try to push that aggressively. But one of the things we're going to do in this particular round, this particular video, is we're going to try to manipulate... Go away and hide. You're blocking some things I want to show people. We're going to try to bring up the industrialist interest groups clout. We're going to try to bring them more powerful. Now, we're already bolstering them, so there's that, which is good. But the other thing I was looking at is the population over here. So capitalists, shopkeepers, engineers, and some peasants and laborers, but barely. In fact, I was going to say not that many engineers. I suspect it's just that we don't have that many engineers, period. Or maybe we do, actually. 30k, the petit bourgeoisie is pulling a lot of them. And then also the trade unions, which are not even a powerful faction yet. Okay. And then capitalists are almost entirely industrialists. What we'd like to do... Oh, shopkeepers, I should put in a note here. Most of them go to the petit bourgeoisie. What we would like to do is boost the amount of people who are in population groups. What do they call this? Professions, there you go. Boost the number of people who are in professions that can become industrialists. Now, we know that a lot of the shopkeepers will go to petit bourgeoisie, but that's okay. If we increase the shopkeepers in general, a bunch of them will end up in the industrialists anyway. And capitalists come from shopkeepers and engineers. And the capitalists are basically all going to industrialists. So if we increase the number of shopkeepers, even if they go to the petit bourgeoisie first, they might upgrade to capitalist and then go there. So these seem like fairly good pursuits. Now, I was taking a look at some of the buildings that produce whatevers, and under resources, whaling stations and fishing wharves actually seem like really good targets for this. So if we look here, who do they hire? They do hire a bunch of laborers. I mean, that's going to be the case everywhere. But machinists can upgrade to engineers as well, and shopkeepers, which, as we've established, is can become capitalists, and some of them might become part of the industrialist faction. So if we build a bunch of whaling stations, which are covered by our investment pool over here. Where would you see? Right there. Whaling right in the middle, and then fisheries at the bottom. Fisheries is another candidate, because again, a bunch of laborers, sure, but machinists and shopkeepers, so same thing. So I'm going to build the crap out of these guys. And I mean, they're going to be decent employment jobs at the same time. You know what? I know, okay, they're all expected to be fairly, they're positive. Maybe not huge money makers, but some. I'm going to let those get built, and then we'll queue up some fisheries. And the nice thing about it as well is we can use this to make sure our money stays positive, because I don't really want to go into debt. Now, we can also do it with railways, but like if I were to go and alt-click one of these whaling stations, you can see here, there we go. So now our deficit goes down a little bit. So that's going to be one of the things, because we would love more industrialists. Ooh, canneries. Oh, we're going to talk about that in a second. That's interesting. We would like more industrialists so that we can hopefully get the industrialists in the government so that we can endorse interventionism. Now, in the meantime, can we do our borders change? God. Because here's the thing. I didn't realize, because I kept looking and sort of complaining about Hokkaido over here, and it's like, oh, this traction is super high. And yeah, not available for a mass migration target, that's the event, but surely people from other parts of Japan should move over here, right? I really didn't realize that closed borders disallows any migration, including internal migration? So we have closed borders between states? I mean, it must be. I feel that's the only explanation, because it's above the average of our states. So yeah, may receive immigrants from other states and Japanese markets. Migration can be affected by your current migration law. So, because we need population in Hokkaido. So that's, I don't know. So migration controls here prevent discriminated pops from migrating, which means, not that I don't think it matters too much, but in Hokkaido, the majority of our population here are Ainu, but they are being discriminated against in here. So they wouldn't be able to move to other parts of Japan, which doesn't matter to us. Can we go and get more support? Industrialist, petit bourgeoisie, trade unions. Well, the bourgeoisie are in government, yes? Yes. But I don't have a way to bring in the industrialists, which continues to be a problem. Maybe the problem right now is actually the intelligentsia, because these guys want to come in as a group, and the intelligentsia are so low. Maybe I can stop worrying specifically about the industrialists, although certainly I do, but think about the Constitutional Reform Party as a group, which means also boosting the intelligentsia. Could I do a bolster here? Well, if I drop some taxes, or some consumption taxes. The shogun is deeply unpopular. That's not helping us. All right, let's drop our least valuable consumption taxes. It's always sorted based on value that way. Do people tax services? It's so much money, but every single one of your pops depends on the services, which is why it generates so much money. But to me, that's the equivalent of being quite aggressive on the taxes here, which might still be a way to go. I don't know. Anyway, the intelligentsia. Oh, the interesting, they're not marginalized despite being quite low. We're going to bolster you. And we're going to see if that helps us out a little bit. But yeah, it's interesting. I did a couple of test games. I think I did 3 practice starts at Japan just to understand the starting flow of things. And in every single one of them, I did trigger the civil war with the shogunate. I think the first 2, I actually kind of lost the civil war. And the third one is when I realized, oh, if we just centralize our troops, then we have a much better position. And here we are, no civil war whatsoever, which is good. Radicalize the shogunate. Are we opposed to that? I don't know. Should I just start? I'm going to start this. I know it's got a low chance. We'll have to hope for some good rolls. If it fails, then we can't run it again for a while, but maybe we go ahead and give this a chance. Because I really want some people to move to Hokkaido. Their natural pop growth is just not enough. So negative, but just barely. I'm just going to go and alt-click another whaling station just to try. Oh, I guess it didn't actually improve the situation because the railway is subsidized as well. There you go. Let me bring this up. Now, in Hokkaido here, we'll build the railway and we'll see what happens. Borengi faiths. Suggestion of migration controls caused debate among the Buddhist monks whether or not immigrants share the uniquely Japanese religious sensibility. Well, I got news for you. We're not really going to be getting any immigrants. This boosts our success chance by 15%. They get a -3, which is fine. Yeah, we wouldn't even lose asceticism over here, actually. Minus 100% radicals from standard living decreases. That is crazy strong. Yeah, no, we want the success chance, please. That's huge for us. I mean, plus 15% is always nice, but as a comparison to our base, going from 9% to 24%, yeah, that's massive. And that might be the thing that gets us the law. Water tube boiler. So the actual water tube boiler just decreases employment, really, which we don't care about. But the condensing engine pump for our mines is fantastic. And I think we're going to run that everywhere. Now, at some point, I do want to go and do some warfare. I was looking around. Brunei over here actually seems like an excellent target for a military action. They don't have an alliance. And if we check their actual buildings here, they have gold mines, iron, right? Fairly valuable target for us. I really like the idea of doing this. Now, I think if we're going to do that, we might want to go up to General Staff and unlock the skirmish infantry for a better tech. Ship-wise, well, the screw frigates are coming. We're probably going to want to get that. Oh, this doesn't actually unlock a new type of ship. Like, not a new military ship, not like ironclads over here, but it's got some production methods and things, because we're going to have to start building some ships. I did queue up an arms industry, artillery foundry, and a military shipyard over here. The idea is to start getting just a token, the military presence, because unless we've got any artillery, we can't even generate an artillery unit, and unless we have a single military shipyard, we can't even, start building ships. So we're going to do that. Migration control 24% is pretty good. Yeah, money negative, but barely so. And again, it's just these guys. Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring down... Wait, that doesn't do it. Oh, I hit the wrong button. I'm bringing you down, get the whaling station. And after that, I'm bringing up 2 and then bring another whaling station in there. Just so we can extract a little bit more of the investment pool and just stop us from going into debt and starting to pay interest. Foreign competition. -20? Japanese job seekers should be prioritized. It's still a -10. Ugh. All right. That's not ideal. Industrialist there. Bourgeoisie down. Yeah, still hoping to see these numbers go up. Okay, Hokkaido. Are you going to hire anyone in the railway? Theoretically, this should be profitable, yes? Coal is a little pricey. Engines are cheap. Transportation costs here are super high. They're happy working the gold fields. Gold field, not the gold mine, which actually can't hire. It's the gold field here is generating huge personal wealth for people. Because what I was thinking is I'd like to go, because you're so low on workers, is I would like to go and enable the rail transportation here, which will limit how many workers we need in the gold mine. But then we will have to hire people over here. Okay, because the gold field is such an attractive hiring opportunity, I guess I'm not going to bother. I was thinking of doing some subsidized things over here, but I don't think that'll actually improve things. I don't think it'll have any impact on Hokkaido. I mean, it'll bring down their transportation costs, which is a slight need for people, but they're not actually consuming that much. Yeah, we really need, please tell me, plus 15. Okay, no, this is, yeah, that's exactly what we want over here. Okay, we're back up to 29%. If we can pass that, a bunch of people should move to Hokkaido and just balance it out. Because again, we're still sitting on like 1.5 million peasants in some of these places. So presumably they're going to be anxious to move over. Branching out. Right, buildings. We could turn on the rail transportation just to complete this and then turn this off. That's an idea. Move that up. Maybe move another one up. There we go. I mean, remember, the railway station's also being subsidized, so we're only paying for this arms industry. Okay, screw frigate unlocked automatically. Okay. Take a look at our developments over here. That's fine. These tools, yeah, decrease worker. Does increase the output, but I don't think it's what we need to do. I'm going to take a pass and make sure I'm happy with where things are at. Oh, yes, condensing engine pump. First of all, definitely on the coal mine, because this consumes coal to run, but this will generate more coal, which is why here it's just a net positive of coal while consuming more tools, which is fine. The sulfur mines and the gold mines, we don't have very many of these, so we can change this without breaking things. And you're on nitroglycerin. Now, iron, if I went and did this, what are we looking at? Okay, this wouldn't actually hit a shortage of tools or coal. It makes the price quite high in both, but doesn't actually lead to a shortage. It tanks the price of iron, which is already on the low side. Okay, maybe I won't run this yet. Crooked content. Okay, this is just time, which I don't care too much about. This would upset the industrialists who love me. So, all right, we'll take that and shorten the time. I don't think it makes much of a difference, but it's okay. Transportation, logging camp. I suspect we are good on hardwood. Yeah, we have a positive market balance, so we don't have to switch anything else over there. Okay, that's still good. Lots of people running the subsistence rice paddies here. And some of these might actually be, like, surprisingly okay, but... Okay, unpause that. Again, the negative. That's because... Yeah, that's fine. That's totally groovy. Actually, let me get these railways up. I think they were auto-built because they are full of people and full of money. So we'll get them in there. Again, that is still subsidized, so that's okay. Actually, who works in the railway? I'm assuming a bunch of engineers. And capitalists. Yeah, especially since we're running this on privately owned, which is giving us more capitalists, which should all be industrialists. You know, spamming the hell out of railways, I mean, obviously is generally good, but maybe has some extra value for us. I mean, I can't suppress you because we can't get the Buddhist monks out of here. Unless we trigger a revolution versus the monks. Is an interesting concept. Like, if we... We could push for this. Okay, that... They don't go crazy on it. Although, presumably... Yeah, this will remove their 15% religious power. I think we have to move towards total separation. Law causes uproar. Success chance goes up. Bureaucracy goes down. The Ainu become radical, but there's barely any of them, so it doesn't matter. God, that's a terrible thing to say. And yet, from a gaming point of view, that is true. Negative bureaucracy. Now, that'll bounce back soon, but let's go and alt-click. We get how much bureaucracy from each one of these? 65. Let's alt-click a couple of these in Kansai. I think we have an efficiency cap right now of 20. Yeah, so building more government offices there is fine. We also get more taxation, which is okay. I'm not currently building universities. Hang on. Well, other than the government administration is queued up and this one military shipyard, everything else in here is all stuff that gets out of the investment pool. So when these finish, I can start to, I bet you if I alt click like one university at a time, we'll still run a slight positive over here. Okay. We haven't gotten a setback yet. This option doesn't reduce our success chance. I thought that one gave me a setback. All right. So yeah, right now we're getting tax waste, which is terrible. This is tax that has been collected, but it's not being used. And that is worse. Also, that number just got way worse. Oh yeah, because I got to give myself another 5% penalty. I could bring down the education level, but that's not really what I'm looking to do. I think what's going to have to happen actually is I'm going to go and alt-click. Let's see. I've got 2 of these coming in, which is going to supply us with 130 bureaucracy. I need 2 more. Let me make sure to bring these up. We're going to run a deficit for a bit while these are all building, but I think it's necessary. And heck, the deficit's going to shrink considerably as soon as our bureaucracy kicks in here. Which happened immediately. Did you fully hire instantly? Holy crap. Because we just built 2 here. We're building 2 more. They hired instantly? Normally it feels like it takes a little bit of time for that to fill in, but maybe those are just very competitive wages. Or just a really high priority thing for the government buildings, maybe? Maybe because it's government run, it doesn't go through the same process? I don't know. Oh, if we need to get a motor industry to level 3, which actually seems pretty good. I mean, maybe there's not enough demand for it yet, but where are we? Yeah, not that profitable, although with the railways continue to come along, there will be more. I'm going to add a couple, but I'll add it at the bottom of the queue, since they're not considered profitable yet. The branching out is going to be the tricky thing. Again, we could just temporarily enable rail transportation in places. It's only 20%. It's like 1 state worth is probably enough. Okay, whaling stations. Again, you know what I'm thinking? I'm going to cancel these 2. Again, I think they were good for us politically, and some of these will make money. But maybe we just focus on getting more railways in places that can use it. Hey, we got migration controls. So now this should happen. Yes. Okay. Good. So people are going to move to Hokkaido. I mean, these gold fields are, they're worth gold. So I think people are going to be anxious to work those. And then I think the railway is actually going to pay good wages because I think there is going to be a legit demand. But yeah, we could use some extra engines. So the motor industry, coal is kind of pricey too. But we got to get these universities, right? We can get economy of scale, but also we can spread out just like the qualification bonus, which I think happens with these. Yeah, increase qualifications, which might not matter. There's enough people in these places. Let's bring Chobu up to 10. And then, yeah, the earnings. The negative is less here in Kanto. Probably because of like splitting up the paper demand. You know what? We're throwing 5 in there too. Reduce momentum for the agrarian party. Actually, that seems fine. Intelligentsia go down. Agrarian party go up. No. You want to crack down on that. That's okay. What was it that I was like, oh, we could do blah once this is done, and wouldn't that be helpful? Oh, it was total separation, which had 30%, but now doesn't? Why was it saying 30%? Was I crazy? I was pretty sure it did. Maybe one of the people in government changed their stance on something? Okay, hold on. We'd only be at 36 government legitimacy. We don't have an election coming up or anything, do we? Oh, we do. Let's wait for this election to get... Well, first of all, it'll potentially change some of the power scales, but also give us a free reform. We can click that button, have low legitimacy, not so low that we can't pass laws, though, and have the industrialist and the intelligentsia in government, which is going to give us a ton more law options. How you doing, Hakoda? All right. Okay, elections are in. Free reform. Yeah, we're going to do this. Now, what kind of penalties do we have from sitting on this? Opposition increase interest group approval goes down. That's literally only the Buddhists who are out of government, which means I could suppress them as well. Okay, no, we're going to do this. And then interventionism. Baby, baby. That's going to be huge if we can get that. Dialectics. Oh, +1 education. Okay, we're going to need more. We're going to need more bureaucracy. And we do have some penalties that'll burn away soon. But actually, maybe we don't have them running anymore. No, there they are. Working against the system minority protests. But still, more government administrations would be good. This just increases the intelligentsia's love of me and brings down the industrial. Oh, and industrialists love me infinitude. So that's fine. Intelligentsia +8. Migration attraction here won't matter because that's just going to come. We're not getting anything from anywhere else. Shiku, which is where? Where's Shikoku? Right down here. We get more migration attraction. Oh, they've got tons of people. The migration attraction there doesn't matter. Industrialist -1. Again, the industrialist -1 is fine. They still infinitely love me. So we're just going to say that. That's going to be okay. Okay, running a slight deficit. This is fine. We'll get those motor industries in. Oh, then the deficit for the universities. What do you want? Trade agreement? Sure. I mean, we have free trade anyway, so we can't do tariffs. So theoretically, what it's going to do is going to lift tariffs at the other end. I'm going to move these railways up. Offset this. We still want the universities coming in. We'll let those railways complete. Okay, we still have 3 years to trigger some of these. So we built our new motor industries, but there might not be enough workforce in them. Check, because it was all over here. Yeah, they're not hiring because there's not enough demand for the engines, which is surprising to me. But let's go into our buildings here. Let's go to our urban centers. Let's enable public trams everywhere. This might cause an engine shortage, but people haven't hired yet. Let's do this, and then if there's still a shortage after everything's been employed, we'll do it. It tanks the transportation, which is being supplied by the railway right now. I don't know, if we just keep building trains, or keep building railways, that's going to add an engine demand anyway. Also coal. I kind of feel, well, we can wait until interventionism is in and then build a bunch of coal mines. Boy, it's tough to make these decisions. Well, railways and universities. We'll keep throwing in the railways to manage the cost of universities. That seems good. Now, I don't like that on this view, and I've complained about this before. It doesn't actually give us the transportation costs, but I guess that'll be fine. General staff unlocked. Oh, and I want to get freaking ships going, too. Munitions plant. We need that because this makes ammo. I think we need ammo for... not for general training, actually. No, that's fine. It's if... Yeah, see, there's upgrade all available to us. Skirmish infantry uses ammunition, so we're going to need some ammunition production. So that's good. Okay. We got both these universities. Oh, we actually have a little bit of debt, which would be nice to burn off. Ah, no, -10! Okay, well, it might lead to a rewrite soon. I don't suppose... No, we don't really have a lot of agitators available to us. You want National Guard. That's Home Affairs over here, huh? I'm not sure we care about that. Finally getting a chance at this, and it's not kicking in. Oh, Buddhist monks. I think supporting the industrialists and intelligentsia is perfectly good and fine. I don't think I want to cancel either one of these in order to suppress them. I don't know if we can cancel more consumption taxes, because I'm actually wondering, do we bring our tax level up? It's bad for our GDP. It's bad for our GDP. People don't have as much money. They can't buy as many things. It hurts our economies. Man. And I still want more bureaucracy because I want to bring up our education to level 3, which will also let us deal with the Terracotta system. I wonder if there's any available trade. We haven't looked at that for a bit. I think I want to make my own arms industry right now. See, this isn't profitable. I can cancel that anyway. These are profitable. See, these highlights are annoying because it doesn't actually predict profitability. But that's pretty good. We have, well, let's eat all of our boats. But you know what? Let's do it. Let's be friends with the British that way. Tools we're not going to import. Because I think we're really looking to build more. Good profitability here. Less, like a lower amount, but that's okay. Can we export sugar anywhere? Oh, yes, actually. We might need some more ships here. Ports count as infrastructure, so we can actually build those up for free. This is also going to eat into bureaucracy, of course, which we don't have infinite amounts of. Yeah, let's... ports. And we can build them in places which have a lower infrastructure. No job seekers here. Still, oh, you know what? I actually am going to go ahead and get at least one port in every province that doesn't have one. That way, if something happens, if we get a civil war and we have a province that's disconnected from our capital, they won't have the isolated penalty. Yeah, we can raise them in expectations. I think the rich are actually pretty comfortable that way. So yeah, we're running quite the deficit here. I mean, it's still growing pretty quick. Am I wrong? Do the ports not count as infrastructure? I don't think the ports count as infrastructure. So they're not actually paid off by the our investment. Oh. Shogunate. Who are you? Okay, Shogunate gets popularity. Stern ultimatum about towing the party line. Determined to resist. Oh, they're an agitator. Oh. For state religion. Oh, I don't want that. Never interrupt. They might get some interest group pop attraction. But it's not the end of the world. We could get enactment success chance. We did not. Do I want to kick you out? Because I really don't want state religion. Or, again, the discrimination part of it is actually not a problem. The problem with state religion is that it makes the Buddhist monks tons more powerful. It does give us a crap ton of authority, though. Yeah, no free churches, no secular administration. Nah, I don't think that's a winner for us. All right, economy, solid-ish. And bureaucracy going down. Yeah, we definitely need more government admin. So I'm going to queue up 3. We're going to bring you up to 20, which is our maximum economy of scale boost right now. I guess finish these ports. But yeah, you can see the debt growing here. I'm going to cancel these 2 ports at the bottom. Finish those. Got to finish the government administration because, I mean, we're losing money from that. And then maybe I don't queue anything up and I just let the auto railways kick in. Or I can also build more fisheries. That's the other thing we can do. Which is covered and paid for, and as we know, might move our political situation in a good direction. The sooner I stop this stuff... Alright, yeah, let me down queue some of these. I know they're partially built already. But we're starting to have to pay interest now, which is not really where we want to be. There you go. Finish the government administrations, yes, then do that. Ultimatum, is this for our law changes? Again, chance of a 10% boost. Yeah, it's the same event. We did get the 10% boost. Okay. This is going to do huge things for us. Railway throughput, motor industries throughput. Let's go for the innovation here. I think we're fine on our actual stuff. Oh, branching out needs to finish. Okay, let me put a cut in here. Next episode, we're going to turn some things on and presumably immediately finish this, I think. We'll see. Thanks for watching, folks. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.